What up, you guys? So a lot of you were saying in the last video when I asked the question, do you guys want to see cruises? Do you want to see when I go on like drives with my friends and stuff? A lot of you guys said, yeah, hook up the GoPros, make those videos. So check this out, you guys. This is my current GoPro right here with the suction mount. So I'll probably tape this one or attach this one to the exhaust. And then I'm gonna have a few other GoPros as well. One's gonna be like on my head for driving. I'm probably gonna mount another one, maybe on the front or on the side of the car. And then I'll have my current camera, which is my Lumix G7, for like the onboard footage and some nice like more cinematic shots. So I'm so excited to make these videos, you guys, and I'm really glad that you guys want to see that kind of stuff because that's what I really love to film, to be honest. Sorry guys, the car is a bit messy. Back seats are actually down because I was moving some stuff. So expect more of those kinds of videos to come very soon where I'm driving and stuff like that. Really excited to do that. But anyway, for today's video, we're going to be talking about things that you might want to consider about a low mileage BMW or just kind of European car in general. Just some precautionary things that you might want to think about before purchasing one. So I cannot tell you the amount of people that have messaged me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube comments saying, hey, you know, I found so-and-so BMW, Mercedes, or Audi at this mileage, blah, blah, blah. Is this a good deal? What's the best mileage to buy these cars at? You know, what's the highest mileage that you would never buy at? Blah, blah, blah. Well, the truth is, like, there is no definitive answer. And I really want to put that out there. There is no set mileage or anything that you should refrain from buying. Everything varies. And like I said, I always keep going back to this, you guys, like maintenance is really key. Like it just depends on the owner, it depends on how they maintain the car, and that pretty much is what it boils down to at the end of the day. But the thing is, with low mileage cars, a lot of people who don't really know that much about cars, in my opinion, they always have this like notion in their head that low mileage cars are always better. Like they're always more reliable, they're always blah, 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 versus something that's higher mileage. Now, generally, for the most part, I think it's safe to assume that a lower mileage car is going to have less wear and tear. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be more reliable. What I mean by this, especially with European cars, they are very, very big on service intervals. So when it comes to a certain service mileage mark, like 50,000 miles or 75,000 miles, 100,000 miles, these are set intervals basically where major service parts are due, basically. You know, services and maintenance is due for the car, and parts start to fail. So, you know, if you buy a low mileage car with like, you know, maybe 40,000 miles on it or something like that, not saying it's going to be a bad car at all, because chances are it'll probably be a great car, but one thing that you should consider is that most likely the majority of the parts that are on the car are still the OEM parts from the day that the car rolled off the factory lot, which is both a good and a bad thing. Obviously, you want OEM parts and everything, but at the same time, if parts are known to fail, if gaskets are known to go bad, water pump goes out, blah, 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 chances are you're basically buying a car that pretty soon is going to run into those issues. And just because it's lower mileage, that's not going to change anything. If anything, you're probably gonna have to deal with more maintenance versus a car that has completed a regular service interval or something like that. Maybe it has 80 or 90,000 miles, or it just exceeded 100,000 miles, but it was well maintained. So that's a big thing to consider, you guys. Like, low mileage is nice, but at the same time, think about, has the car been maintained? What's been replaced on it? What are the known failure points on these cars? And you really have to put all of that into consideration. So, you know, really, it really just comes down to the owner of the car, how they took care of the car, you know, how on top of the maintenance they were with the car, all that kind of stuff. And again, just to reiterate the fact, I'm not saying whatsoever in any shape or form, don't buy a low mileage car, don't buy a used low mileage European car. Still go out for them, look for them, but I'm just saying consider those things, because low mileage doesn't always guarantee reliability, I guess is really the point that I'm trying to make in this video. So it's important to understand that, to not always consider that maybe a car with higher mileage isn't always a bad thing. For the most part, most of the engines that BMW produces and a lot of the things that need to be ran in the long term are pretty reliable. The motor themselves, the transmission themselves, for the most part, seem to be pretty reliable, especially like with a 335i or something like that. If the car was well maintained and stuff, the motor itself can last well past 200,000 miles and beyond. I mean, it's an incredibly strong motor. If the transmission was serviced properly, it wasn't hammered on, transmission should probably last for quite a while as well. So you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But the thing is, all the supportive components, you have water pump, gaskets, you know, sensors here and there, coolant lines and stuff that tend to go bad on you. If those things are still original and they haven't been replaced, obviously they're going to have a pretty good amount of wear and tear, and when the service interval comes around, that's when those parts start to fail, and then you run into issues, and then that's where all these, you know, horror stories and people getting so mad about maintenance and stuff kind of come into play. So just consider those things, you guys. That's kind of my spew, my little rant, I guess. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say and kind of address to you guys with that topic. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope what I was saying kind of gets my point across, but at the same time, none of you guys really like misinterpret what I was trying to say. Just, you know, keep in mind the disclaimer that I kind of put in the video and stuff, but I hope that makes sense to you guys and kind of helps out with any of your decisions. Also, another question that I wanted to ask you guys. So my current wheels, I love them. I love the way they look and stuff. They're style 359 reps. They look great and stuff, but they're kind of heavy wheels. They weigh just as much as the stock wheels. They're just on the car for looks pretty much. I'm thinking about going for like a set of like Apex track wheels or something like that. If I do, would any of you guys be interested in buying my wheels? I'm not going to be getting wheels anytime soon, but I'm really considering when I do get some more cash on my hands to maybe buy a new set of wheels. But if I do that, then I'll definitely end up selling these. So I don't know, just kind of want to test the waters, see if anybody would be interested, but it probably wouldn't be anytime soon. Just want to put that out there. That is going to do it for this video, you guys. I hope you did enjoy. The next few videos that are coming up should be pretty sick. I'm going to be putting a lot of effort into some of the cruise and driving videos, so stay tuned. I can't wait to post those for you guys. Yeah, but with all that said, be sure to give this video a thumbs up as well as subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you all in the next one. Later, guys.